Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Turn on the lights. Hey Google. Turn off the lights.
know about the nature of the ℊ𝕤𝕟𝕠𝕒𝕠𝕒. It doesn't make sense. I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do.
Hold on. You're not really going, are you?
I've already thought it through, ℎ𝕒𝕒. Be it my duties as her heir or as a ℎ𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒. I must face my problems head on.
Bronya.
This is for you, ℎ𝕒𝕒. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders.
Okay, I understand. You've made...
Then I'll be waiting for you. So, did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
That was a good sleep. I should go meet up with March and Danhong.
Took you long enough. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out.
Did you have a dream again last night?
Huh, that's weird. I bet the conductor won, right?
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss her.
Let's go! I can't...
Oh, look who's...
It's the ℊ𝕒𝕒𝕒, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big hero.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha?
She is a bunch of other things. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual... I'm glad you don't mind. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely.
I brought you down. I can take you back up, free of charge.
There's no need to knock us.
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. Well, for my sparkling companionship, of course.
Ugh, enough chatter.
Hold on. Why isn't she here?
She already went back, as you know.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. Oh, right.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of...
Stop overthinking and just open.
Ah, great. She's got problems coming.
Brother and sister ℎ𝕒𝕒𝕒. I know the brother must refer to 𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒, but who could the sister be? Oh, ℎ𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒! So she's ℎ𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒's older sister. Blonde, tall.
Sampo, do you...
Landau. Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, we can set out at any time. Just come find me.
Ah, young lady. I wanted... something you want. I was actually once an officer of the ℎ𝕬𝕒𝕠𝕒𝕒 Guards. After being discharged, but as things would have it, there's nothing to regret. Life in the underworld is hard, but people here are kind, and everyone is close, like one big family. Fortunately, ℎ𝕗𝕗, well, you still have a long journey ahead. I have no...
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Mother, I have returned.
Bronya, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld? Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as ℎ𝕗𝕗 and learned some truths about the ℍ𝕗𝕗.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam ℎ𝕗𝕗, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the ℍ𝕗𝕗, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the ℍ𝕗𝕗, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the ℍ𝕗𝕗, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take
They are not scum. My entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the ℎ𝕬𝕒𝕒 guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Hum, 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 hum. Oh, wait, I haven't finished yet. Alright, let's go. Where's our next stop? We should.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about 𝕊𝕐𝕒, we should be careful. He's a ℙ𝕒𝕒.
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to 𝕊𝕒𝕒.
So you think we should avoid 𝕊𝕐𝕒 for the time being?
He's an elite officer of the ℎ𝕬𝕦 Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Bronia's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to ℎ𝕬𝕒𝕒's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of the overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many ℎ𝕬𝕦 Guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us.
Come around and have a look.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to... I remember. The three outsiders. Quick, act natural and get it.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. ℎ𝕬𝕒𝕒 and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know ℎ𝕬𝕒𝕒's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Try not to embellish the facts.
So that's what's been happening. I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Seela here as living proof. As for the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕥, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕥. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Only a very few people in ℊ𝕒𝕒𝕠 know of the existence of the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠. Those that do would never associate it with the fragmentum or eternal free. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get— Maybe I should be thanking ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕢. All she did was push me out. I figured out that the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠 and the fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠 directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕢, it's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, it was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material. Gepard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncommon. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough look. According to the survey results, the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠 is likely to the north of ℊ𝕒𝕠𝕠, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠𝕠 takes action.
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. The area to the north of ℊ𝕒𝕠𝕠 has been more or less swallowed up by the fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠𝕠 restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of fragmentum to deal with. Yes, that's where the main force of the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠𝕠 is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Seela might not be enough. Why don't we go back
I fear we may not—
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great!
I want to see the ℎ𝕒𝕠𝕠 too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.